Hello everybody, it is me, Mr. Vince, and I hope you all have an amazing day today. And in this video, I'm going to be counting down the top 5 coolest newer seasonal vehicles in Roblox Jailbreak. Now before I continue on guys, this video is my own opinion, so please do not assume that this video is completely true, alright? This is just my own opinion and this is my own list, so please feel free to disagree on this, alright? So before I continue on guys, if you guys have enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, feel free to subscribe as well, and please feel free to hit the bell icon to never miss a video. And right now guys, I am at 101,529,010, and that is a lot of cash right there. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into number 5. We were traveling long tales just to find out how to see. Coming in at the number 5 spot is the banana car. Now the reason I put this at number 5 is not because of its performance, but it's also because of its design. Now the banana car was a season 5 Let the Memes Begin grand prize, and of course you have to reach level 10 to get this, alright? So as you can see guys, the banana car does have a unique banana trail and no other vehicle has this, which I think is kind of shocking. Now another cool thing about the banana car is actually the rocket fuel. This is the only vehicle in which rocket fuel would actually go the wrong direction, and I'll go ahead and show you guys how. So apparently if you use rocket fuel on this banana car, it's actually going to do this, and I have to say it is really cool, but also kind of weird at the same time. But with that being said though, the banana car is still an amazing vehicle, and I just think it fits really well with Season 5 because Season 5 was a meme season, and the banana car was a pretty good example of a meme. And basically we had the peanut butter jelly banana, and that was pretty cool, although the banana car has 4 wheels, so I guess it technically counts, am I right? But still, the banana car fits really well on this list, and I just think it looks amazing if you ask me. The only downside with the banana car is the bounciness of it, because when you drive with high suspension and you are at a pretty good speed, the banana car tends to bounce a lot, so you gotta be a little cautious when that happens. I do suggest you spam the flip button, so that way it doesn't do as much, but still, this car is amazing. And for those who do own this vehicle, I do recommend that you take a chance at driving this once again. But without wasting a lot of time, let's go ahead and move on to number 4. We were traveling long tales just to find out how to see. So coming in at the number 4 spot is the Rattler. Now just like Season 5, Season 4 wasn't too difficult, and it was pretty easy to reach level 10. Now the Rattler is slightly slower than the banana car, but that's not the only reason why I put this higher in the list. Another reason is actually the design itself. Shadow Samurai was the first Jailbreak user to have a vehicle submitted for a season, which I think is pretty cool if you ask me. Now, the Rattler is the only Jailbreak vehicle to emit fire while driving, which I think is really cool if you ask me. But still, the Rattler is an incredible vehicle, and even if you hate it, this is a really nice looking vehicle. Now, it does fit pretty well with Season 4 because Season 4 was Epic Adventures, so that was pretty neat if you ask me. And the Rattler is decently good. It doesn't bounce as much as the banana car, and it just drives really well. So basically, you can drive over most mountains since you don't really have a struggle with the wheels. And as you can see guys, the wheels can easily drive through the mountains, although it will take some practice. But still, this is a really nice vehicle. And while you can no longer get it, I do suggest that you take your time looking at this vehicle and driving it if you wanted to. And yeah, the Rattler is a nice vehicle, and that's why I put it at number 4. But let's go ahead and move on to number 3. We were traveling long tales just to find out how to see. Coming in at the number 3 spot is the Beam Hybrid, or for short, the Beam. Now the Beam Hybrid was a Season 1 New Beginnings grand prize, and you obviously need to reach level 10 to get the Beam. However, it's actually a little different from the other two I mentioned in this video, because unlike Seasons 4 and 5, Season 1 was extremely difficult, because the contracts were not that rewarding and took a lot more time to complete, especially the fact that we had bank truck contracts to do. That was definitely painful. So honestly, Season 1 was the hardest season in terms of completing contracts as well as leveling up. So while the performance may not be really good on the beam, it actually looks really nice if you ask me. And considering that it's very rare to see someone drive the beam, I think it fits well on the number 3 list. And if you disagree, feel free to let me know down in the comments, please and thank you. Now, as you can see guys, this is the beam and I just think it fits really well. So without wasting a lot more time, let's go ahead and move on to number 2. We were traveling miles just to find out. So coming in at the number 2 spot is the Big Net, or the Bugatti Blade, if you are experienced with these cars. Now, the Bugatti Blade, or the Big Net, is a vehicle that was obtainable in Season 6 Race to the Top. Now, as you can see guys, the Big Net is the fastest newer seasonal vehicle in the game, but the Jackrabbit might be the fastest, but I doubt that, honestly. But still, the Big Net is a really good vehicle, and considering that its design looks amazing, that's why I put this at number 2. It just looks really nice, and the performance just makes it better. However, since Season 6 was extremely easy, that's why I put it a little lower on the list. But still, the Big Net is really good, and it's definitely recommended for a lot of players in which they own it. So if you do own the Big Net, then you definitely got the chance to drive around freely. Season 6 was not that hard, it was super easy to level up, and the contracts were super easy. Like, if you were a cop, you just had to arrest, and if you are a criminal, you just had to rob, alright? So Season 6 was definitely a piece of cake, and it was just amazing, if you ask me. The Big Net, though, is amazing as well, and it's the fastest newer seasonal vehicle, like I said. And it can kind of compete with the Torpedo, however, it will be beaten by it due to its low top speed. So hopefully you guys have the chance to check out the Big Net once again, because this vehicle is amazing. Unless if you have the Bugatti Veyron, then probably not, but still, this vehicle is amazing. But without wasting much more time, let's go ahead and move on to number 1. We were traveling miles just to find out. So some of you might disagree with me for this, but honestly, the coolest newer seasonal vehicle has to be the Volt 4x4. Now, the reason I put this at number 1 is not because of its performance, but it's also because of its design. Now, the Volt 4x4 was a Season 3 looking back grand prize, and you had to reach level 10 to get the Volt 4x4. Now, just like Season 6, Season 3 wasn't too difficult, and it wasn't too painful to reach level 10. Once you own the Volt 4x4, well, you basically had the best vehicle until the Big Net released, and that's when the Big Net cheesed the Volt 4x4. But with that being said, this vehicle looks amazing. So the coolest thing about the Volt 4x4 is actually the trail that is being emitted from both wheels. As you can see guys, the trail that is being used on both wheels is actually the same exact trail that is being used on the OG Volt bike. If you remember, the Volt bike used to use this trail until it got revamped in the July 2021 update. So honestly guys, this has to be the best looking newer seasonal vehicle. And for performance wise, it is really good. It's phenomenal, but it ain't the best. It is the second fastest newer seasonal vehicle, only behind the Big Net. It does kind of surpass the banana car, but still, this car looks amazing and fits well with performance as well. And to make things better, it sounds like an electric car. Like, that is really cool. And yes, this is an off-roader, and I love off-roaders. They are amazing, if you ask me. So anyways guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for today's video. So if you guys have enjoyed, please feel free to leave a like, feel free to subscribe as well, and feel free to hit the bell icon to never miss a video. And tomorrow guys, I will go ahead and show you guys the Jackrabbit. I'll be driving it around, I'll be speed testing it with Hello Speed G maybe. So please feel free to subscribe if you want to. And as always, my name is Mr. Vince. I hope you all have an amazing day today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Well, Mr. Vince, what's going to happen to you this time? Are you going to get zapped? Are you going to oof again? Well, it turns out, it happened again. We meet again, Mr. Vince. Ha ha ha.